Welcome to the Wolfkeeper, a show that's just about everything that you could maybe think about, everything that you can feel that's inside of your heart. What I need for you to do right now is spend the next hour relaxing. Just stop your day before you go into 12 o'clock. And I just want y'all to close your minds, open your hearts, and relax and go on this journey with me. It's a beautiful place that you're about to go, because I want to make you feel, I want to just open you up and think about some things you never really thought about. Right now, the Wolfkeeper. Come on. Good morning, y'all. Come on. It's the Wolfkeeper show. Get ready. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. It's the Wolfkeeper show. Your boy Brijóna Sanzoni. Yeah. Chanelly Nell. My boy Tyrone Scott somewhere rocking the Doogie Dogs. Denzel's in his house. Shacky Shack. And for all the people out there that love us, we love you back. Thank you all. Get ready for an amazing show with the Wolfkeeper. Get ready. Here we go.
Aren't you guys cute? You got your yellow on.
Don't hate, participate. You could have been here.
I'm about to iron my yellow dress too.
Hey. Yo, Toriano says, don't. That's down to the wolves. And I get Brijóna Blackk.
Hey. Hey, girl.
And Chanelly Nell.
Hey.
Saturday creeping out of someone's casa. I don't like that at all. The more I try to get her right, the more she just goes into the other little world.
Toriano.
Tammy's she's sheltering in place in Bellwood. So I have Miss Brijóna Blackk in the house.
I'm on quarantine right now.
Brijóna Blackk in the house. So Brijóna, we have her in the house today because you have something fabulous going on called Black Market.
The Black Market. It's not. It's not selling organs. guys.
It's not.
I'm not selling organs or people. I am selling a Black lifestyle.
It's specifically the thing that why I wanted to bring you in, because specifically, and we've been talking about this a lot, in the last 3 weeks, of all the different online businesses. Shout out to Boss Dog. Yesterday he was doing his home online. I can't even break so many amazing products that are happening.
Yeah.
Right?
We've had a great list so far.
Oh my God. OMG. Oh, and Tammy and Chanel, Boss Dog is sending us all product. So shout out to Boss Dog.
I know. I'm coming over there to get some of those products.
Me too.
Just letting you know.
He's sending us. He told me, he asked me for a specific list of everyone, so he's sending all of us specific stuff. So you will be getting.
That's fun.
A shout out to Boss Dog and Basil. But today we have Brijóna Blackk to the house, and she's creating an online platform out this fall that's going to be featuring select vendors that will be under her umbrella of specific curated
Black vendors, because I felt that I was always looking to find like a Black. My actual thing was I was looking for a Black carpenter. I mean, a carpet cleaner. I needed my carpet cleaned so bad, and I couldn't find a Black carpenter. No one had a Black carpenter, so I ended up having to call Stanley Steamer. And I'm like, damn, why do I have to call Stanley? Because Stanley is not my hue, So I wanted to call someone that was within my people, but I ended up getting some guys, a guy named Nick and another young man. I don't remember his name, but they were melanated folk. And the Black market happened. I was like, damn, why can't I ever find no Black people? I always got to go through other ways in order to end up with a Black person, but I still got to pay other people. I can't pay this Black person directly.
And just chiming in there, because let me ask you this: is this something that you felt extra pro-Black because of what's happening right now with all the different race stuff that's going on, Floyd, or is this something that you felt all the time, just your pro-Blackness?
Just always, because I've always been, I would say, a bit prejudiced. So I always want to spend my Black money with Black people. So I would feel kind of bad, like especially now that there's a pandemic, when I have to keep spending money, like I'm spending a lot of money with people that are not my same hue. So I'm like, damn, it's a pandemic. Everybody needs money. So I'm like, damn, I'm out here literally looking to give Black people money, but I can't find the people to give it to. So I'm like, damn, I know that I cannot be the only person experiencing that struggle. So why don't I just cut out the middleman and get all my Black vendors and all my Black business owners, all the Black services all together, so that you don't have to go look. All you gotta do is look at my search engine, say, hey, I need a plumber, I need a carpenter, I need a doctor.
So how did you go about getting those Black vendors then, if you're saying that you couldn't find them? How did you actually recruit?
I am still in search of them. I have like for instance, I called Stanley Steamer, and I ended up getting a Black team. And so I've gotten their number, and I will be, putting that on my platform. And I called Comcast the other day.
Oh, you're saying when you called Stanley Steamer, you actually got a person that was Black through Stanley Steamer.
Right, on accident, because I didn't say, hey, Stanley, send me a Black guy.
Right, but that's what I mean. You got it because you called Stanley Steamer. Because that's how I get a lot of people too, through companies that are obviously not Black owned, but the workers that they send out, a lot of times they actually do have their business. They're working for a major company, but they do actually have their own business.
Right.
And a lot of times you actually can find that out, because a lot of times they will actually approach you and tell you when they come out from a major company.
Right. And I love that. And again, I would have Comcast come out yesterday, and I got the young man that they sent out was someone of my same group, and he was like, "Hey, like, you know, I see that you say you work from home. What do you do working from home?" I told him what I did, and he was like, "Well, here's my business card. I'm a handyman. I do everything. I can do anything in your house." And then I was telling him different things that I needed. I was like, man, he was talking about how he could help me out, and you know, we were just able to connect.
So let me ask you.
Networking.
So I'm. It's a rhetorical question. I know the answer to it, but just so that we all aware. Do you feel like that's wrong? That you are specifically saying that you want a black handyman, that you want a black plumber, because your company, Black Market, is that you want to create a market for black people, which are black entrepreneurs
to live 100% black. Like Killer Mike did that series on Netflix when he was trying to be 100% black and how it was so hard for him to find. And then I was like, boom, like, come on, Killer Mike, give me something. And he did.
That's a good point. Chanel, did you see that? Did Tammy, you guys see that before?
I haven't seen it. What's the name of it again?
What's the name of it? Because I didn't catch what.
I'm not 100% what it was. I can't think of the name, but it was with Killer Mike.
Well, just backing up real fast for those that don't know, Killer Mike is part of the Outkast group, rap group from Atlanta, Andre 3000 and Big Boy, who's part of the Babyface family. But Killer Mike has gone from being a rapper to a very outspoken political figure, especially in Atlanta. So he did this documentary where if he couldn't make a purchase and it was all black, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he was really living on.
So certain things he couldn't even do.
Right. He had to ride a bike at some point, right?
Right. He's like, I can't go to a gas station, so then he stopped driving his car.
But he helped the fucking Crips come out with a Crip-A-Cola. So telling people how to make their own business. He taught the Crips how to make fucking soda pop.
Yeah.
And they came out with Crip-A-Cola or something like that.
So are you saying then it can only be black owned? I mean, because black, it's difficult to say black too, because then, you know, there's so many different variations of who's black and who's not. I mean, you can get interracial, you have, by cultural, like, for example, you know, Chanel, she's from the island, so she identifies.
You're black. You're black.
Right.
Yeah, you're from the islands. You're black.
But some people, like, just, you know, talking about, like, we had a whole conversation last night about Kamala Harris. You know, is she black? Is she not? I mean, one person was like, no, she's absolutely 100% black. And one person was saying, like, she's not black.
Well, you know.
Well, that's getting into the semantics of what people in America consider black. They consider you black if you've got any blood.
The one drop rule.
African American, right? So that's why President Obama is considered black, even though one of his parents is not African American.
Right.
Okay, so Obama can be on your.
Of course.
No problem there. Okay.
I'm saying, like, my vendors and all of the businesses have to be black owned, but the people who are patrons do not have to only be black. And then I think you were about to ask me at one point, you was like, do you think it's wrong for you to only be looking for black?
Conversation was going on, I did not hear, because I don't know if there was just a disconnection for a minute or. Hello?
What I said.
Wait, regarding what? What are you saying, Tammy?
I didn't hear for the last minute or so almost from when I made my comment. I didn't hear anything that was being said, so I don't know if that was just on my end or. Chanel, did you hear?
Yeah, I heard everything. I don't think anything was addressed though.
So
I'm confused.
I'm sorry.
You asked a question?
Okay, no, I'm saying I didn't hear anything said after I made the comment about President Barack Obama being considered black.
No, we were just saying, like, it was just, you know, everything, you know, with the one drop rule, everybody's pretty much, if you're mixed,
okay, I just didn't
hear
you're considered
after
my comment, so I didn't know what was being said.
Okay, no, I mean, I get it. I mean, because it's, I mean, it's
So to
not.
answer your question, I mean, there's no two ways about it. Yeah, obviously Kamala, because you keep screwing her first name up, Brijóna. She is considered black because she does have African American in her.
I'm not. I wasn't questioning what she did or she didn't. I'm saying that I was a part of a conversation where two people were arguing that. So I was asking Brijona, would she make the cut? Could she be one of your vendors?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean,
But when you were having that conversation, were you having conversations with people who were black or people who were not?
both.
No.
I've heard it argued on both sides. I've heard black folks say that no, she's not black. I've heard white folks say that she's not black. I've heard both. I've heard white and black say that she is black. I mean, it always. I mean, Chanel is kind of put the listeners out there that that's kind of a thing that's known in the black community, the one drop rule. But I don't think that's common knowledge for everyone.
I mean, that's considered. I mean, not even amongst African Americans. That's how society has dictated it since slavery.
Oh, I get that. What I'm saying is that some people might not know that. Everyone aren't up on their roots, knowledge, and history. So one drop rule, for those that don't know, is that basically your daddy, if there's any trace of one blackness somewhere,
drop a nigga in you. Any drop a nigga.
You're a Negro. You're a Negress. Well, cool. Well, that's going to be super interesting. So how are you going right about now finding vendors? Where are you at? How many vendors so far that are all black?
I have a list of several that are all black, but of course I also want to make sure that, these vendors are not, half-stepping, because I understand, like, I want to support black vendors, but then you need to show me why I want to market you.
But then what about, for example, like Chanel, she's anti-black, she does not use black vendors at all, ever. So she's like,
well, I don't think that my business would be very beneficial then.
Wait, what was that, Toriano? I missed that.
He's picking on me.
Chanel doesn't trust black people. She doesn't.
I thought that's what you said. I know he's just.
He's picking on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But here's the thing.
I'm not anti-black anything. I'm not, none of that. Black businesses, and it doesn't matter to me. My biggest pet peeve when it comes to any type of business, and I'm giving my money to you guys, is customer service, period. And I think we, as a black community, some of our businesses aren't ran to the point where, it's acceptable. I don't know if, for lack of better words, we need to perfect it. It needs some improvement. It needs some improvement.
And
you want some motherfucking greens? Like, no, ma'am. Like, first of all, come correct. Like, ask me my order. Like, be proper. Like, I'm not saying.
So when you're searching for these vendors, are you making sure that you're promoting like good customer service? Because we got a lot of attitude. It's a lot of downfalls. Their professionalism isn't up to my standards, and it's just like my patience for that is like slim to none. If I'm gonna invest my money, give my money to you guys, like I want tip top customer service, communication, organization, all of that.
Right.
And sometimes we lack that. We lack that a lot.
And to your point, Chanel, I think for even a lot of African Americans, that's why it is so hard for them to want to patronize other African American businesses, because they've had bad experiences. Because I can say, even personally, like we're dealing a lot of times with my people, they have a problem with time, that whole thing, like on black folks, they
don't value your time, right?
They don't understand if you say 10 o'clock, and 10 o'clock means 10 o'clock, not 10:30 or 11 o'clock or noon or whatever. So
Not even
feel
10,
like
15.
right. I feel exactly, and I feel like a lot of times that's the problem with a lot of black people not wanting to necessarily, go to other black-owned businesses because if they've had a bad experience, then their whole thought is, if I'm paying money, I want the service that I'm paying for. So that
Exactly.
does deter a lot of black people from wanting to patronize a
Right.
lot of black businesses because they've had bad experiences with. So you do have to know, exactly who you're dealing with. And like I said, a lot of times because you've had that
Right.
experience, then you're gonna,
Could we do discriminate against each other and say I'm not going to trust the black person to come do my plumbing or to come do my yard work, and I'm going to go with another person of another hue. That definitely does happen. But Tammy, are you on the speaker or are you on your actual phone? You got us on speaker?
you can't be on podcast without being on. I have my ear pods in. What in your background?
No, it just sounds airy. So we're gonna just take a quick little.
No, because you can't do podcasts without your earplugs. So I have my earplugs.
We're just doing like a little break right now. I want to just take a little intermission break here. Toriano San Antonio from Wolfkeeper Lab. And if you guys have a doggy, go out and train your doggy. Get your doggy trained because a trained dog is a happy dog. And you guys need to keep your dog trained, especially on the coast because dogs will stress like everyone else. There's a lot of dog bites and things going on. The dog is up in the house and they need to get some training. Training Wolfkeeper University, Tyrone Scott, myself, and our counterparts can help your dog be all right, we're back with Brijóna Blackk. We talked about Black Market, which I'm so excited for that to come out. It's going to be super. That's launching this fall.
Super excited.
Let's talk about some other cool things that you are very fascinated about, and that's love and sex.
That's what?
Me?
Love and sex.
Oh my God.
So you have a different.
That came out of nowhere.
You have a different philosophy when it comes to relationships in your, as far as like husband, wife. You're open to polyamory,
Yeah.
and that you posted something the other day. I think it was regarding like a woman can have.
Right. Why can't I love you, and you?
Right.
Something like that.
You're like cool with you.
Well, that's your philosophy too, Toriano.
Like multiple.
She said that's yours too.
No, I know it's my philosophy. I don't think monogamy. I don't think it's natural that people are in monogamous relationships. But that was really awesome that when you posted something. Because a lot of times people think of a guy having multiple girlfriends or wives, but you posted something the other day regarding a woman
having multiple husbands.
Right. So talk more about that.
Well, I think that's just as, I think that on one hand, the man having more than one wife, why can't I have more than one husband or more than one boyfriend? Like, as long as there is communication, people are being safe, there's, there are boundaries, if we trying to build some shit, then it don't matter. It's not about no dick and pussy type of shit. It's about let's build, let's make some shit great, and let's do that shit amongst ourselves. Like literally, I was watching the 3%. I just started watching 3% on Netflix.
What's 3%? I haven't seen that.
It's a series on Netflix about how people they did some like process in order to verify like the top 3% of the population, and then they were able to go over to like this utopic type of place for everyone else. That 97% had to stay in like fucking squalor. But they said the founding couple, but in actuality, there was a founding trio. There was a black man, and he had 2 women. They were all scientists. One of the women came from the inland, the hood, essentially, and then the other woman, she was well off. And they were trying to build the inland, and the woman that was well off, she had some ideals that they didn't agree with. And so they killed her, bro. They fucking killed her and made their fucking society. And it just turned out crazy.
Wait, the couples killed each other? Like the one?
Yeah, the man and the woman killed the rich girl.
Oh, damn. That's
Wait, is this a show or I'm totally confused?
That was left field, but watch the 3%. But I was saying, like, you just need to make sure that you're on the same page, because if you feel that one person is a virus, you gotta get rid of them. You gotta start on level ground. You need to start with a good foundation. No one is trying to.
Let me ask you. So Chanel, Nell, could you have 2 boyfriends?
Just say no, Chanel.
No. No.
Chanel was like, ugh.
Okay, no, she's just trying to fill you out. But let me just give my 2 cents. I mean, I'm all for whatever floats a person's boat. I personally am into monogamy. I am not saying that it's wrong to have more than one, because if that's what everybody in that relationship agrees on and everybody is okay with that type of relationship, then I say go for it. For me personally, if I'm in a relationship with that one person, and I expect that one person to be in a relationship with me. So before I became a widow, when I was married to my husband, we both understood that we were in a relationship just with each other. Now, it wouldn't make him a bad person if he didn't want to be in just a monogamous relationship, but he would not be the person for me.
And I guess the thing with that is, and by default, with dog training over the last 20 years, I've become like an unofficial marriage counselor, boyfriend counselor, girlfriend counselor.
Yeah.
And so, like, I definitely have seen the rise of the quote unquote side chick.
What's the point? I don't want to be no side chick. Let's take care of this man together.
Because see,
it don't make no sense to be no side chick. Hey, bitch.
When
you want to fuck him, let me I need to deal with it.
Toriano, this has turned into an X-rated podcast, so
yeah.
Be careful where you're actually posting this. But anyway, I would say that if a person has a side chick, then that is what I consider cheating. Like I said, if people want to be in a relationship where they have multiple people involved in that relationship, that's fine, as long as everybody in that relationship knows that everybody is in that relationship.
That's the thing, though. I mean, no one knows.
I agree.
No one knows. Sometimes people don't know they're a side chick. It's not like the main person knows that there is a side chick. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. But if there is a side chick, then that automatically means that you're not. Right. You're in a relationship that you're cheating on.
Okay,
right, give me an option. Let me have the option to be a side chick.
Well, I'm saying if you go through the history, let's just start the 1900s. I mean, it was not unheard of guy working on the road, traveling salesman, and he had a whole other family. I mean, I can just speak for myself. My grandfather, when he died, like, in fact, it was so funny. My own, God bless his soul, William Buford. But one of my uncles came to me on my birthday 3 years ago. I had never met this guy in my life. Reached out to you, Unc. He said, "Hey, you were the third family." I'm like, "What?"
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Why did you feel compelled to come on my birthday and say you were the? So I mean, the
just so he wouldn't die with that on his conscience.
Well, he had no reason to tell me, because he wasn't like, it didn't help him, it didn't help me. It was just
it's his conscience.
But I don't even can't say it was his conscience. I don't know what he had to clear. But anyway, if you say that there's always been a mistress, right? And then the term the milkman's kid is real.
The milkman's baby.
Right?
Yes. Because my grandma was the milkman's baby. That's what they say.
No, what was the term mama's baby?
Daddy's maybe.
Right. That was a real thing. It came out because people have been cheating from the beginning of time. And then
Massa was the first deadbeat dad anyway. What is Massa? Massa. Okay. Massa was the first deadbeat dad. He had all them motherfucking kids in the slave quarters. Nigga, keep your dick in your pants. Or with your
Chanel's like, I need some church after this. Like,
No, I'm just here.
Church, I need some wine.
Tammy, you need some
Mimosas.
Tammy, don't start. There's not a bottle of wine over there. Tammy's a straight scotcher. But
whiskey, tequila.
I think that's a grown woman's drink, Tammy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hang with you.
Yeah,
I'm not. I haven't.
I don't drink wine because wine just goes through me like a diuretic. So I am not.
With nothing but berries. It could be a diuretic.
Tammy's like Tammy.
I think that's cute.
So if I drink, I am a Scotch person. So I'm not going to deny that.
That's self-enabled. There's nothing wrong with self-enabling.
Tammy's like, in fact, I'm about to go get some now. I didn't know this conversation.
This
Tammy, I'm gonna have to.
It is making me drink.
Right. Tammy, I'm gonna have to come drink with you.
No,
you're welcome anytime, Chanel.
Okay.
Like this, I want people to be happy. I mean, this is what I don't like. I don't think anyone should criticize someone that wants to be monogamous and get married. Like, I have two friends that actually, a really cool thing, two people met here at Wolfkeeper University and they're getting married. Right? They met. Like,
now you need to do the Wolf matchmaker.
Two clients are getting married, so I think that's an amazing, especially with them being married in the middle of COVID. They met in April and they're getting married in September. Like, I couldn't even believe it. Like, I got an invite. I was like, blah 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 and blah blah blah. Like, Tyrone and I was like, dude, this is so great. 20 years and everything.
This is like 90 Day Fiance.
I'm totally down for it. That's so cool. So anyone. Monogamy people who don't want to be married, I think that's a beautiful thing. My marriage lasted a whole year. You know what I mean? Then I was divorced. You know, I started the divorce plan. You know what I mean?
I'm a divorcee.
Oh, you're divorcing too?
I am.
Oh, yeah.
I was in my marriage for 1 year, and then I was out. I got divorced 6 years later, but I was only in the marriage for 1 year, separated for 5. And then I got pregnant with my daughter, and he was like, no, we need that divorce, ma'am. I was like, thank you. All I have to do is have a baby for you to sign in papers. Thank you.
No, but I'm saying if people want to be monogamous, that's totally cool. If people are going to be polyamorous and I think it's whatever. I just don't like when people criticize anyone for whatever they're doing.
I'm all for everybody. Like, whatever. If you're happy, then that's you. Like, I have friends, ex-boyfriends who's like have open marriages and, you know, it works for them. Am I the person who, you know, would like several different partners? I don't know. I don't think so. No, that's not, you know, me. But do I judge other people? No. If it works for you, if it works for your mate, if it works for, you know, the group of you guys, then by all means have fun with it, you know.
Well, I just that's always easier. I just don't like when people say, oh yeah, do your thing, you know, that works for you, but then they turn around and still criticize people.
But you know, that goes.
I feel as long as you're not trying to stick your dick in me, I don't care what you're trying to do.
But that goes for anything. I mean, you can say that about a person's sexual orientation. Now, it might not be that you're into whatever sexual orientation a person might be in, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't respect that that's their choice. So that's with anything, whether it's sex, religion, you know, politics, anything. I mean, you have to respect what that person's choice is. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with that choice or be that choice that they are, but if you respect
absolutely. I'm saying I'm about radical self-expression. Do your thing.
But then too, like Toriana was saying, like there's a lot of people that's living that truth and not even know that they're in it. So it's like, why not tell me what it is that I'm dealing with? Why not tell me what it is that you're into before you put me into something? And I think that's where it gets sloppy at, because I may be the side chick and not even know that I'm the side chick because you're dealing with several different other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what it is that you like.
But there's a whole different mentality behind that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that, you know.
No, I'm saying
you have some people that are just going to cheat because
and it might just work for me. Like, okay, well, you come over here and you fulfill this purpose, and then you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like people are nuts right now. So no, that's super interesting. So private school, and I want to close out the last 10 minutes. And this is really no. I really no. On a serious note, this is coming up because you're a single mom, right, out there, and all the single moms are out there. On a serious note, for all of them that are stressing out
and
right
dads,
now,
single moms and dads.
Thank you for saying that, because there are, in fact, yesterday I did have a conversation with a single dad that also was stressing out about September 8th about having to work with their kids from home. Like, that is a huge thing. I would love, Chanel, you and I were talking about this a lot. I mean, I want to encourage people that are educators that are out there, to have some mercy on people that might not be able to afford to have you help them with tutoring, because tutoring is off the chain right now. I know people that are trying. My friend was like,
tutors. That's a lick right there. Saying that you're a tutor.
Because tutors, my one
like, have the tutors come throughout the day. Yeah,
$30 an hour. And I was like, $30 an hour.
Yes.
Like,
tutors used to not get shit, but now tutors are like essential workers now.
Well, yeah, that's what she said, because I'm going to be exposed. Like, am I coming to their house? Are they coming to my house? Like, where are we meeting? Because some parents, honestly, they don't know how to, I could help someone with some 4th grade math. I'm not even trying to do the 4th grade. I don't even want
and math is
it's like totally different. Yeah, I couldn't help myself in 4th grade with math.
And instead of just putting the two numbers on top of each other and multiplying that shit, they give you a square. They need to do some shit over here and do some shit down here and over there. Fuck all that shit. I'm gonna pay someone to teach you that stupid shit.
Yeah, so I want what she said. No, but I want to sit out for her. I want to envision are people connecting and helping each other this fall. You mean, like,
yes.
If you know that you're out there and you understand how to do that stuff, like any retired teachers or anyone that can help stay-at-home parents, I really want you all to connect and do it now. Don't wait till ask and request and get the books. Chanel, can they get books early? Can that happen?
They can. I'm not sure how they're structuring it, if they even have a structure, because I think CPS is still trying to kind of grasp the whole remote learning thing. I don't think they've mastered everything, but I know, like, with orientation, they're still conducting orientation. So, books they're kind of slim to none prior to all of this anyway. A lot of stuff is being researched online, and old school books where you have to cover them with the paper bags, but they don't do that anymore.
Book socks, I remember that.
Kids don't get books.
Yeah.
Books.
We used to get like extra credit points for like making sure, like, the first week of school your books were covered, all your books were covered. They don't do that anymore.
They don't get books now?
No. They have laptops in class and shit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But my son, they sent him home with a computer. He does school in Cicero. And so
iPads and all of that.
He has a computer that has a touch screen and everything. And so when the school year's coming up,
do you help with it? Do you know all the lessons? You get it?
I help him with it, like when he's over, like, yeah, or he's with his dad and his dad helps him.
Okay. But I'm saying you understand what the lessons is not.
And even if I don't, I email his teacher like, girl, the fuck are y'all talking about? And she's like, okay, ma'am, Miss Ethan's mom. This is what we're trying to teach him. And I'm like, okay, because I didn't know what the fuck you was saying. So how the fuck, if I can't understand what you're saying, how do you expect my son to understand?
Well, parents, don't be afraid to ask. Be there. And I'm going to be sending lots of shots and energy to single parents, because I'm just happy my kids in college. I'm not dealing with that. Rocky, you're on your own. But anyone with high school and under that might have to help out, on some assignments, or people that are all in the same house together having to work, because that's working from. I've been doing it for myself. I can stay at home, work on myself all day, but that's an art in itself. Working from home, someone saying like, "Hey, I'm actually at work right now. When I close the door." You work from home.
It's super hard. I work from home for like my regular job, and it's very hard because I can make noodles, I can mop the floor, I can do laundry, I can always find something to do.
People have to take your time serious because you can't. Right. You can't. You have to be on the phone.
I'll get fired.
But sometimes people, and that's a real thing too that happens with people. Like people are like walking through the background while they're on the Zoom conference call, and your boss is like,
Like, who's that naked man back there?
Right.
That was invisible. You didn't see that, manager.
That happened to Chanel last week. Wasn't that Chanel when someone
Cut it out. No, it was not.
It happened at some point. But yeah, I'm just saying, I want people to just be nice to each other this fall.
And help out.
We got a lot of stuff going on. First day of school is no joke in a normal, quote unquote, normal world, let alone this fall. In the pandemic world. Well, we got Brijóna Blackk in the house, and we were so happy to have you here. Just recap that your Black Market is going to be coming out this fall.
Yay! I'm so excited.
So, if people, what's the best way right now for people to get a hold of you if they want to be under your Black Market umbrella?
Right now, the best way is to email me. You can email me at Blakk, BLACKK .market, MARQUET @gmail.com.
And Rejoice, if you can throw that up, if you can throw Mrs. Brijóna Black's email up on my comment section, that'd be so super awesome. And thank you, Rejoice, in the squad. You all don't know, it's about 10 of us that do this podcast that make this beautiful thing happen. We got Miss Sasha here that's helping out. We got every day. Who gets up, drags herself out of the bed, gets her coffee, does her 100 push-ups, her 100 jumping jacks, and says, "Ready for battle."
And tolerates Toriano's family.
Right.
And Tammy, I'm totally interrupting her day drinking right now, and I love you, my best friend, my buddy. Stop snitching.
Stop snitching.
He's just straight up lying right now. He's sitting up here eating pistachios.
She's tired. She can do it. Doesn't have to say
I said snitching. It ain't nobody business if they drink. That's her business.
I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm gonna stop turning you in.
Look. Tell him.
Look, I'm not even gonna waste my time or energy commenting on that statement that my nephew just made.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Dignified.
Or energy.
They go low, Tammy. We go high, right?
Right.
Toriano.
Wait.
He can't even say Kamala right. I call her Tamala.
Yeah, I know. You totally butchered her name.
Peace out. So thank you all so much. It's been super duper everyone on the Wolfkeeper show today. I want we're gonna just close out here and I don't even close out some my little
What I need for you to do right
Miss
now.
Brijóna Blackk, thank you so much.
Thanks, Brijona.
Yes, it's been a pleasure.
I think it's going to be hot.
Quite entertaining.
Take my bra off.
Take your bra. On Saturdays, go out, love somebody, be good to each other, be good to all the single parents out there this fall. Pray on San Antonio, the Wolfkeeper. Love your dog. Your dog is nothing but unconditional love. There's only one alpha dog, and that's you. Be true to yourself. Peace out.
Bye, everyone. Have a lovely day.
Bye.